Welcome to The Good Life. I'm Zoe Williams, radio personality, author, television personality, among many other things, dad. Anyway, I'm here to welcome you to The Good Life. I have some good friends of mine who have become family since I became a member of Drobe Stogies. If you're in the Inglewood area, you should definitely come into the shop and hang with us. It's an amazing vibe. But before we get to that part of it, I want to introduce you to the creators, the owners, the guys who put this thing together. All you have to do is sit back and pay attention. These guys are going to take you on a journey. So for the person who has never been here, I need you guys to paint a picture. You guys have to play the role of Picasso. I need you to paint a picture for why this place, this space, this vibe is significant to Inglewood.
Well, the collection of personalities that come through here, through the dynamics of this diverse area, and what is taking place in this area gives us an influx of diversity. Gives us people who are professional, attorneys, engineers. It gives us people who are city workers. It gives us people who are just looking to relax, who are investors. We have the entire range of those types of personalities cohabitating here, socializing, fellowshipping here. So during this process, which we like to refer to as a ceremony of smoking a cigar, they're able to get to know one another, to be comfortable with one another, and therefore to end up vacationing, doing things, doing business, all types of activities with each other because they become very familiar.
Yeah, they join each other's network. I mean, we used to smoke cigars all over town, Hollywood and
the Valley,
just all over the place, and we would see folks from this community scattered throughout LA. And the light kind of clicked. Like, man, we need a place where we can enjoy cigars in our community that doesn't cause us to have to drive so far away, and will kind of unite these people who are scattered all over town. So Drobe Stogies really is it's a central space for a community that had been kind of overlooked.
When we started doing market research, it became very apparent that there was a need in this area, and no one was catering to this demographic, this person that likes to enjoy nice cars and nice clothes and nice restaurants and cigars and travel. These people are trying to mix and mingle in different places out of their neighborhood just to have this good life. So we figured if we created a place here within the neighborhood, he could sell more suits, I could sell more cars, and then the cigars would bring the entire group together.
Right, and that's amazing because typically big ideas have a lot of moving parts, right? And to look at this space that you guys have put together, fine tailoring, cigars, and cars. I need to know how you guys did the Humpty Dumpty work of tying all of those different pieces together and making it into, you know, this flowing narrative that is this space.
It wasn't hard. It wasn't hard. Jakeem and I have been partners since the 3rd grade. So we were like brothers. And with that said, we have similar, we look at things similarly. And his customer base as an auto broker, helping folks to find vehicles and get out of vehicles and the like, and finance vehicles. He's providing this service that are very similar to my customers, right? I make custom suits, shirts, ties, that kind of thing. And they want a service where they're getting, superior quality in a convenient way, where they don't have to go to a department store or whatever. And so it's this service, convenience, quality piece that the both of us shared within our customer base that made perfect sense for us to say, I wonder if we could tie my customers to your customers, we have been trading customers for years anyway,
Yeah.
over a cigar.
Not to mention, we started our businesses about the same time. So 21 years ago, we were both struggling to get our businesses up and running, and we tried different ideas as far as cross promotions between ourselves. And that's when we realized we have the same demographic. If a gentleman's looking to spend $1,000 or more on a suit, he likes to drive nice cars and he likes to eat at nice restaurants. And so this good life concept, which became our mantra, welcome to the good life, we wanted to be able to accommodate people in all of these capacities, and that's what's growing here. That's what's evolving.
So this is the end of the trail, meaning you guys are already in business. For people that don't know anything about you, how did the beginning of the story start? You guys becoming friends, not only becoming friends, but also turning into business partners. Let people look into your process. Let us peek in and see how you guys pulled this thing together. Because, a lot of people can't do business and be friends. And you guys are succeeding in more areas than you might know. And this is an opportunity for you guys to share that process.
Well, it all started organically. I mean, we met in the 4th grade at Frank D. Parent School, which is right around the corner, and part of the reason that we opened this business here. And so we were friends throughout elementary, junior high, high schools. We went to different high schools, and then colleges, we both went to the East Coast and went to NHU and NHU.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway,
Don't start.
When we
I
got
was about to
back,
say, that's a whole different
we
battle.
got back to California. See, I gave the props too. When we got back to California, we both were looking for our way. He ended up starting in custom clothes. I started as an auto broker around the same time. And since we were independent entrepreneurs, we needed to find our own clients. So we started doing a little cross promoting. I started giving away gift shirts when people bought cars from me. And we realized that our demographic was exactly the same. If somebody's looking for a well-tailored suit that's going to start at about $1,000, they typically drive a nice car and eat in nice restaurants and like to vacation and do other things that we thought were all part of a good life feel. And the cigars just naturally went right with it. And so Ryan started talking to me about lifestyle. And how these people all live this lifestyle or search for this lifestyle, and how can we better provide this to this demographic that we're already servicing. Things kind of grew.
Yeah, I mean, the whole concept of a lifestyle brand is that, yes, I make custom suits, but my customer base isn't only interested in clothes. They're also interested in the service that comes from quality vehicles. They're interested in traveling. They're interested
Investing, reading.
down the line, golf. And you can make yourself a real strong brand if you expand your lifestyle. So you don't make your brand exclusively about clothing, but about all the pieces that go within the good life lifestyle. And so I was smoking cigars for a number of years, expanding the lifestyle, the drobe lifestyle, and Jakeem was doing the same thing. And we got together and said, do you think it can work? Suits and cigars and cars in one space? It's all a part of the same lifestyle though. Why wouldn't it work? And so we had a lot of naysayers, a lot of folks that said, bro, what are you doing? The clothes are gonna smell like cigars and no one's gonna wanna come in, and they couldn't see it. And we said, it's the same person. It's the same person that smokes a cigar, also uses an auto broker to find his vehicle, that buys custom clothes. It's the same person.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So before we get the conversation going, guys, I need to know what you guys selected to smoke. I know what I selected, and I selected the Monte Cristo Espada. A very, very good smoke. I love it. Put together by the Placencia family for Monte Cristo. It is a Nicaraguan puro, which means it's all made of Nicaraguan leaf. It's delicious, man. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's very close to my favorite. Ryan, what are you smoking today, sir?
I got the Mansa, the richest man who ever lived, if you know your ancient history.
Yes.
And
It's
the
not
brother,
that ancient.
Alex Spencer, brought this into our store several months ago. Very difficult cigar to find on the boutique side of the game, as Zoe would say. And it's a fantastic stick. I believe it's Nicaraguan filler. Great draw, easy to burn, box press. One of my favorite sticks in the humidor. Difficult to find, so if you run into it, get it.
And myself, I'm smoking one of our signature sticks, Drobe Stogie Cremoso, which is a Habano wrapper, Nicaraguan as well. It draws wonderfully. It's very smooth, and is one of our best sellers. Our Drobe Stogie sticks are doing phenomenal, so I feel very blessed.
And you guys are expanding this brand as well, right?
Correct. We're working on a new blend right now
Yep.
as we speak.
So, COVID-19 hit in March,
Ouch.
and a lot of people, especially in context of lifestyle,
Yeah.
a lot of people got hit hard. I want to know, how is the business doing, and how have you guys been able to innovate during this most challenging time?
Well, fortunately, we are blessed in the fact that our business is healthy. We got smacked in the face with the COVID. Right in March, when they started officially making decisions on what we would do, is when we would have celebrated our anniversary. We always celebrate our anniversary in March. We were scheduling our anniversary party, setting up caterers and entertainment and all that. And I said to Ryan, are you sure we should try to do this? People are starting to get a little leery. They hadn't officially said any social distancing yet or any of that, but it was up to us, and we, it's a production for us to do our anniversary party in terms of cost and all that.
Right.
I said maybe we'd be safer if we kind of pulled back, and we were nervous the same way we were nervous when we started. But in hindsight, that was absolutely the correct decision.
Yeah, no, exactly. But we left out a pretty big piece. I mean, when the pandemic first hit, no one knew what it was. We didn't know it was a pandemic or how serious it was or what. We were just trying to be concerned for our members, to say, man, there's a chance that this thing could be worse than we know. So let's just close the shop, close everything.
Yeah, we had to do that.
And when we closed the shop, Jakeem and I just started really brainstorming, how can we still stay relevant, stay alive? And one of the things that we did during that time was we did a Zoom that you were a part of, right?
Yes. Yeah.
We tried to create a virtual cigar lounge where you could be at your home enjoying a cigar, but you could still have the dialogue that we always have here at the shop.
Right.
We also revamped the online so they could order it.
Exactly. We created an online presence where you could buy cigars online, which we didn't have before.
Have them delivered to you, which we started doing to local people.
Wow.
And so really just trying to be creative, trying to stay relevant, trying to keep the lifestyle in front of people, because we know they're struggling and suffering, but still needing an outlet to be connected, to communicate, to see their friends, their
To
loved ones.
fellowship.
And so
People
as we
forget that's what cigars do.
Yeah.
Bring
bring
people
us
together,
Yeah, absolutely.
fellowship, meditation, calming,
Yeah.
It's an entirely different, vibe once you start to understand the culture. Now, but I have this question to ask. You guys are remodeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's happening with that? It's almost like an entire rebuild happening.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, we applied for a liquor license I think in June of 2019. The pandemic comes in the beginning of 2020. We get approved for the liquor license in June of 2020. So what's that, 4 or 5 months ago? And we're ready to open a bar, but there's no way to open a bar in the middle of a pandemic. So we said, well, why not get ready? Why not, start the construction and revamp this space and make this place something that will be almost a surprise for our existing members, but a real remarkable location and transformation during the COVID into something that is better than it was.
So Droves is remaking its face while Inglewood is remaking its face to keep pace.
Yeah.
I think that's
Absolutely.
very smart.
Absolutely. We're adding not just a bar, but also a VIP room and a showroom for clothing up in the front, so that we can expand our product lines and sell nice hats and ties, bow ties, cufflinks,
Right.
you know, as well as accessories with cigars, nice cutters and lighters and ashtrays and gear, shirts.
Nice.